EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And a Raven 1st down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And a Raven first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, go from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, jockeys Tel Aviv.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. You got to step it up. 58, right over there.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Rolling to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Sony Michel, his first carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and 4.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
58, right over there. 58, right there. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is Johnson. He's got it. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And he'll bang that one through.
Good. Makes the score. Ravens 14. Patriots 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Ravens 14, Patriots 7.
Throwing is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Tackles. Point it right. Mike 52. Watch the back. Check regular.
On the ground, Michelle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Oren Burks on the tail.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mayfield on first down. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And again, it's Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
52's the mark, boys. 52. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. But now it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A first down throw from Mayfield. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
48-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. That's all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next the score, Patriots 28, Ravens 21. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Ravens 21. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. away. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Pettis on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
On the play. And the Raven 1st down.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield, be able to get him in the 2nd round?
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
27-yard line.
From the 27, Mayfield. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 35 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. On second down, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And a Raven first down.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Patriots 49. Ravens.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4 yards.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, a 22.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mayfield. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a New England touchdown.
Robbie Gould
From 13 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Down to the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Today's